Finn, why? Why is there a dog here?
Well, you said you wanted to watch dogs.
I thought you meant the game, Watch Dogs. When I said probably Watch Dogs 2, I meant as in we should probably play the sequel instead of the original.
I didn't know it was a game.
Where the hell did you get him anyway?
I rented him, but for some reason he can't talk.
Why exactly did you think a dog could talk?
Well, look at Niffler.
Niffler's not a dog.
What the hell is he then?
He's a Niffler.
He's a Niffler named Niffler? How uncreative is that?
Yeah, I mean, it is uncreative, but, I mean, hey, ask his brother, see if you can get more than 3 words out of him next time.
So, can we keep the dog?
No. Do what you wanted to do with him, and watch him.
On backlog, been gone for way too long. On backlog, got so many games to play, dog. On backlog, Donkey Kong expands my dog. On backlog, me and Carlo been fucking since dawn. On backlog, did you know that Carlo wears thongs? On backlog, I really fucking hate this song. Yeah.
Why don't you go home and bend over and shove your head up your ass, you fucking jackass?
I'm gonna run you over!
What is up, guys? It is Robert of Gaming with me, and welcome to the 6th season of Back at the Backlog, the series where we take a look at the games that I recently beat off my backlog. Today's episode is on the game Watch Dogs 2. The Watch Dogs franchise is one I have a good amount of history with. Just like many others, I was excited for Watch Dogs when I saw that infamous E3 2012 trailer that just wasn't true footage. The actual release had downgraded graphics, but it was regardless a game that I enjoyed, just never finished, which is why it'll be an episode one day. Only 2 years after the original release, Watch Dogs 2 was revealed and released. It's a game I wanted to play for sure with me being the way I am, but I just never got around to playing it. I saw a bundle for something that looked awesome to me at the time. A Blue Yeti microphone with a copy of Watch Dogs 2 for PC. I even tweeted back in 2016, there's a GameStop deal with the Yeti microphone in Watch Dogs 2 for only $130. You save 60 bucks. Or I guess $60 bucks. I get what my 17-year-old self was trying to say. These type of deals happen all the time with hardware. Console bundles with games, GPUs with games. That's nice and all as technically it's a deal, but if you don't play that game right away, it's not really a deal as games go down in value so fast. And as for my case, 8 years later, you could buy Watch Dogs 2 on Steam on sale for $7.49. So, did I really save any money? I guess maybe a few dollars, and hey, a few dollars is a few dollars. As for the microphone, well, you are hearing it right now. Yeah, this is the same microphone that I've used for the majority of my videos for the past 8 years since this bundle. So, I definitely got my money's worth in that case. Also, the box it comes in, which I still have, is actually really cool with Watch Dogs 2 stuff all around. It's actually pretty unique. Then in 2020, Watch Dogs Legion released, which I actually did play and finish, and I thought it was really good. So yeah, I'm going completely backwards with this franchise. I finished 3 first, and I will eventually end with 1. Watch Dogs 2 was released on November 15th, 2016 in the US. It was developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. We are taking a look at the PC version that was released a few weeks later. Is this sequel that definitely had a shorter development time any good? Well, here we are 8 years after its original release. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the story first. The game takes place in San Francisco and a few surrounding cities in which it becomes the first city to install the next generation of ctOS. ctOS is a highly advanced digital information system that regulates all forms of electronics within a city, from surveillance cameras to phones and even traffic lights. All these devices on one single system developed by the company Bloom. With this sort of access in the hands of companies and the government, a whole lot of shady shit goes down with no privacy whatsoever. Safety concerns, as even things such as cars can be controlled remotely. Health insurance monitors life habits to decide whether coverage is worth giving to a person, and even accuse someone of a crime without any evidence of them committing it by predicting they will do it. That's what happened to the main character you follow, Marcus Holloway. He's accused of a crime that he never committed, and the only evidence was the predictive software of ctOS. He joins the hacker group DedSec as he's a talented hacker against the system that is against him. They then go out to create a social awareness campaign about the new dangers of ctOS and start to try to expose the criminal activities of Bloom themselves. It's a really good intro and hook, I feel. I really like Marcus's character a lot and the whole need to expose a system that completely damaged his life. The DedSec group is also an entertaining cast of characters with different personalities yet great chemistry with really good dialogue conversations you'll hear with them throughout the game. Right off the bat, visually this game is great. This game was in the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One generation, which is a generation that we still haven't left with games still being released on those platforms. Watch Dogs 2 looks just as good as anything that's been released recently. Sure, there's been improvements in the realistic graphics territory, but it's just not a night and day difference that you would think almost a decade would be. It is the PC version, which sure is going to be the best looking version, which runs at ultra settings at 60 FPS with my PC build, but even then, frame rate aside, visually the PC and console versions also aren't going to be a night and day difference. The city of San Francisco is a great open world they built, exploring a dense city area with some great looking environments with large buildings or hills to scale to enjoy a citywide view. I've never been to San Francisco, so I can't really tell you how accurate they got the city, but from video comparisons they at least got the feel and iconic structures like the Golden Gate Bridge in there, which is very cool. It's a city that makes for an awesome video game setting, and Watch Dogs 2 definitely creates a memorable location out of one. It's also a very lively location filled with NPCs everywhere that will react to the world around them. I absolutely love fucking around in these type of modern day city open worlds. Grand Theft Auto is always the best when it comes to having fun just messing around in the open world, but I gotta say, Watch Dogs 2 impressed the hell out of me as it's right up there. I was cracking the fuck up with the many amazing NPC interactions. For one, you can customize what you wear as Marcus, so of course me being me, I had him wear his underwear the whole time. The people around you will just look at Marcus and laugh that he's just roaming around in his underwear. One of the funniest moments was when I kept jumping on top of each person's car, causing a huge traffic backup. The owners of the car would come out and curse Marcus out while the cars behind would honk and curse everyone in front out. The shit that they say is absolutely hilarious.
Get the hell out of the road. What's the matter? Look, everybody, The Walking Dead. Somebody headshot this ugly fucker. And on the third day, God decided we hadn't suffered enough, so he created this asshole. Thank you, Jesus.
All day, you
Why don't you
know?
go home and bend over and shove your head up your ass, you
I
fucking
swear to
jackass?
God, I'm gonna run you over!
Then in the same point, one person gets out of the car and the car behind tries to go around and ends up hitting the person that just got out, causing the police to get involved and arrest the person. My mind was blown and I was dying laughing. GTA 4 has done this before, but not to this extent. They will guide the person to the car, open the door for the person, close it, and drive away. It's super awesome. I love just walking around and punching people to get reactions. Shit is hilarious. I love driving in the wrong lane, trying to avoid getting hit, riding motorcycles super fast and crashing until Marcus flies out. It's that open world nonsense that I just love to do. That doesn't even include the hacking side of things. You have the ability to control all sorts of things around the city, change the direction a car can drive, burst pipes from the ground, and even read text conversations from the people around you. There's a whole lot of things you can have fun with in the open world that Watch Dogs 2 offers. There's also multiplayer in this game with specific multiplayer modes, but you'll also just see other people in your world as you go through your own single player journey. I had a few times where people wanted to create a lobby and play together, but I didn't want to do that, so I would just ignore the invites. It is cool though to see other people causing mayhem and cops chasing them as you just carry on with your day.
I felt so bad ignoring people, so I joined everyone that invited me.
What? I mean, I only got invited like twice, so it wasn't such a big deal.
I got invited every single day. I couldn't say no. I felt so bad.
Why are you feeling bad? It's your own game. It's not like you were talking to these people.
But I was. I was talking to everybody I encountered to the point where I became a therapist to people. So every day I would get a ton of invites from people wanting to talk about their days.
What the fuck? Only this would happen to you.
I'm in so deep that someone invited me to their wedding to be their best man.
Holy shit, that's something. Did you reserve a spot for me?
Yeah, I thought you'd like to go.
Cool, yeah, I'm down. Controls wise, the game feels great. Movement is good, but the aiming especially feels great when shooting around. The more I play games, the more I appreciate really good aiming controls for shooting, is something I gotta point out. The gameplay loop is typically going to a specific location for a mission and performing some sort of task there, whether it be blowing up something, planting an exploit on some computer to get intel, taking down a target, and so on. It's a similar gameplay loop in a lot of the missions, but it's the locations and their layouts that give the game variety. Exploring a Google parody noodle, you'll be going through a fun corporate office space as you hack your way around the area, stealing access keys to eventually make it to the building's server room to install a backdoor to Noodle's server farm. I thought it was a very cool location that definitely fit within this world. You go to an underground bunker that runs dogfights to take revenge on a gang that did something to DedSec. There's a mission where you drive around this car that you stole from a movie set to promote DedSec to the world, and you drive away from cops in the most irresponsible way to garner attention. There's of course a lot more different objectives you'll do, but definitely the most consistent loop is going somewhere to hack something, implant an exploit, or take some sort of bloom secret with a base with a bunch of guards. They make that gameplay loop a lot of fun as there's multiple ways to tackle the same mission. You could go all out in a shootout and take out everybody with lethal force, killing everybody in your path as they call for backup, which makes it even tougher with more guards coming to take you out. Just going to a full-blown shootout almost guarantees death though if you don't plan somewhat. You can't just shoot out in the open as these dudes have pretty damn good aim and will take you out quickly, restarting you at the entrance of whatever building you were trying to enter. Meanwhile, you can stealth around taking guards out one by one. The AI isn't exactly super smart as you could take someone outside of the restriction zone, which is the area that causes guards to attack you if you are in their line of sight for too long. Luring some guards out of the restriction zone allows you to take them out easily as no other guards will typically be around. Then other guards might eventually see the passed out guard with you standing right over them, and they'll go to check on the guard as you grab them also to take them down, piling bodies on top of each other. So is the AI technically dumb for not doing something else? Yeah, they should probably call reinforcements to the area if they see somebody down, as they only do that if you are caught and start a shootout. But even like this, well, it's a video game, man. It's pretty damn fun. That's the only flaw I'd say to the AI, because other than that, they do genuinely spread out and search the area, not really following a single path when looking for you, so different attempts can cause for different areas they'll search around, putting you in potentially tight situations, and if you get caught, well, hopefully you are in a decent spot because a shootout will happen, and like I said, you can die pretty quickly if you aren't careful. My method was sneaking around until I got caught, but I really tried my best to take out a whole area with stealth, which always felt great to do when I did accomplish that. However, it still was a lot of fun just to have an all-out shootout using the weapons you purchase and create at the DedSec base. There's a big list to pick from, but I found one assault rifle that I really enjoyed and pretty much stuck with that as it really felt good to use. Although if you don't want to kill anybody in the whole game, you actually can. You have the option to use a stun gun on everybody to knock them out, but after a little bit they'll wake back up and get back to it, so it's a potentially tougher but more pacifist strategy. Then of course you have the ability to hack things around you to use this to your advantage. You can distract guards by making their phone vibrate or make noises go off on things that shouldn't, making them go closer to it to potentially blow up a fuse and knock them out. Hack into security cameras to check your surroundings and mark guards or steal access keys. One thing I did a few times which genuinely worked in the funniest way possible was take control of forklifts and kill all the guards by running into them enough times. It was funny as hell, but also just another way to approach a situation. One of the coolest ways is to mark someone as a rival to a gang, creating a target on them real quick, and then some gang members will go to that location and start a shootout with the guards in the area searching for the person that is marked. One mission has you infiltrate a gang's location, and so I sent out another gang in there, and it became an all-out war with two rival gangs in a shootout, constantly bringing backup, making me not a target at all as I made my way safely to the objective while dealing with not too many people, which was incredibly cool. There are just a lot of ways to approach the situation, and it's a lot of fun to experiment with new things to hack and try in different locations. It allows you to play in different ways, and that is just something that's great.
I played the whole game without getting caught once.
You know, I really don't believe you when you boast like this.
Well, good thing that doesn't matter as I did it.
Alright, so you re-attempted sections until you were able to do it in one shot without getting detected.
Nope, I did everything on my very first try.
See, I figured that's what you meant. I call bullshit. I'm sorry, but I really do.
I would never lie about these things.
I think you would, though.
You have no proof.
You don't either. And that's the problem. Record something next time, and I'll believe you.
Fine, I will. Don't even trust me, wow.
You can upgrade your skills through a skill tree, allowing you to unlock new ways to hack. You earn more followers or XP essentially to earn more unlock points, but in this case, since it's about a movement, I do like the idea of gaining more followers since it ties more with the game. Hacking can even help you in traversing the world. One cool thing you could do is control the cranes and have it lowered down to the street so you can scale tall buildings. Then some missions will have you hacking things outside of Marcus's control. For several areas, you'll have to solve these puzzles by connecting one end to the other end, rotating power points to fully complete the puzzle. I actually quite enjoyed these, as sometimes they did genuinely make me think and added a layer to this hacking into something. Sure, that's definitely not how you hack, but obviously I mean, again, it's a video game and they weren't going to teach you how to hack something. There was a mission where you hacked different satellites going across the whole planet and trying to download some things from another country's facility, which was very cool and unexpected. Then there was even an awesome mission where you take control of this giant robotic spider that ctOS has been developing as you rampage in their testing rooms, taking out guards and their prototypes. There generally is a nice variety of objectives and things you do with hacking that kept the game feeling fresh. One minor thing in the game that is pretty cool to point out is your phone. You could pull up your phone whenever and download apps, which I thought was neat. You could download a music player to listen to music you've encountered in the game whenever, a Shazam-like app where you could register new music you come across. There's some other apps you could download, and I just like that because it's something that they didn't need to do, but they did, and it just shows that they cared. After a bunch of hacking and infiltrating, there's only one final thing to do, which I'm now going to talk about just to let you know. Throughout the journey, we learn about the many ways Bloom's CTO, Dusan Nemec, was using ctOS for corruption, such as manipulating the stock market, tech giants, the government, and even gangs to indirectly help him into having more power and data. He also made Marcus a full-blown federal criminal, wanted for a ton of different crimes, so it's time to finish this once and for all. DedSec is going to share with the world all of the crimes Bloom has committed. This final mission has the DedSec crew stop Marcus and tells him that he's been doing all the running around and they were going to help out in the field for once. So cool enough, you end up playing as a couple of the DedSec members for a change, completing 2 separate objectives. They play the same as Marcus, so it admittedly doesn't feel different, but it's cool regardless. Finally, we play as Marcus one last time to infiltrate a Bloom building for some data the group needs, which was this nice open office space. Then some reinforcements are called as you are heading out. I ended up getting really stealthy as I managed to sneak around almost everybody until the final staircase to get out. Once out, a cutscene is shown with Marcus and a DedSec member T-Bone, which by the way was in the first Watch Dogs, but I don't remember that truthfully. They approach Dusan in a really good moment with Marcus telling him it's all over, with Dushan's phone ringing in the background as Marcus tells him,
"What happens if you actually answer it this time? Maybe it's Bloom sending you to face the firing squad alone. Or maybe it's your lawyer telling you there's no place to run. Maybe it's just a telemarketer. You really should answer it this time. Whoever it is, you're done fucking people over."
The cops come in and justice is served. DedSec has a celebration with a great monologue from Marcus telling the world how Bloom tried to separate us and how we didn't let them. We fought back and won. Finally, Marcus says, "Let's see what the world looks like when we aren't afraid to stand together." He uploads the evidence exposing Dusan, and we hear a news story about what DedSec accomplished. One last DedSec video is uploaded warning that Dusan is probably just the start and they'll always be around to protect the people. And then the credits roll. I thought it was a solid final mission. It wasn't anything out there, but playing as the other members and working together made it unique. And the wrap up was great with Dushan getting arrested and the awesome monologues Marcus delivers. That was Watch Dogs 2. That was a great game. I had a lot of fun infiltrating many different areas, hacking the world around, set in an awesome open world, tackling missions in ways that other people just didn't do. The cast of characters were likable, and the story was enjoyable with its hacktivist storyline. Overall, I'm gonna give Watch Dogs 2 a hacking great time out of 10. That was genuinely a great game. So far, this is my favorite Watch Dogs game. I'll be curious to revisit and fully finish the original one day. That'll be it for today though. Thank you so much for watching, dog.
That was forced from you. What did you even bother? Bloody hell.
Yeah. Think I should edit that out?
No. Keep it in to show how much of an embarrassment you are.
God damn, I don't think it's that serious, but you heard the man. Have you played Watch Dogs 2? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you all next time. Watch Dogs 2 was a great time hacking through San Francisco, but it is officially out of the backlog.
Look, the dog brought us a present.
It's from you to me.
Oh, it must have been a leftover gift. I thought he brought it.
Why would a dog bring a gift?
I don't know how stupid or smart dogs are on this planet. Regardless, open it up. It'll expand your dog.
Is it Donkey Kong Jr. Math?
No, that wouldn't even be Donkey Kong. Just open it. Damn.
Alright, you just got me excited there for a bit.